Before I go any further, I think what we need to do is have a little bit of music to lighten the mood, and then we can all go into the video. This song's dedicated to our Uncle Tom, who taught everyone in the sector how to flag people, because he was the one that started all the flagging, because he had a bigger following. So everyone did his bidding, and they went and flagged people on his behalf with his flag parties. But now there's been a 360 because he's taken all their money and he hasn't produced anything. They're not really working for him anymore, and a lot of people have turned against him. So without further ado, let's get down to some music.
I ain't from the motherfucking hood, nigga. Bitch. Bang, bang. Bitch. Nigga, I'm flagging niggas out here in these streets, nigga. I ain't even stripping, nigga. Fuck that shit, nigga. I'm a motherfucking snitch, nigga. I be flagging niggas every day. That's how I be. Nigga, fuck Omega Gang. Wow, I'm flagging, wow, I'm snitching. Wow, I'm flagging, wow, I'm clicking. I'm flagging, wow, I'm snitching. I'm flagging, wow, I'm clicking. I'm flagging, wow, I'm snitching. I'm flagging, wow, I'm clicking. Wow, I'm flagging, I'm snitching. Wow, I'm clicking, I'm snitching, yeah. All up in the hood, like every day, bitch. Snitching and I'm clicking, nigga, every day, bitch. Flag a nigga, because I'm gay, bitch. Flag a nigga, because I'm gay, snitching on the bitch nigga, I said I'm clicking on the bitch nigga. That nigga had 2 strikes, so I was like, I'ma flag your ass tonight.
Yes, some of that hot fire. Now that's what I call music. But let's get back down to the video. Tommy, let's not use the excuse that your hate speech is being censored for you not to put out your Fatherless America. Because as far as I'm concerned, the Fatherless America documentary would have been the most positive thing you've actually ever done. Even though you did it on everyone else's dime, and we all know it's going to be incredibly cheap, and you've probably already pocketed the money and spent it. This is what I believe. So that's why you're begging for more donations, because you already spent the money you already given, and you just want a little bit left so you can put out a very bad, probably iPhone X footage of whatever you're going to do now. So yeah, I'm starting to think that maybe not being on YouTube is good for you, because you want to fade into obscurity so that you don't even have to put out your documentary and you can just keep all the money to yourself. That's what I think anyway. But yeah, faded into obscurity, I think that's on the cards for yourself. Now, don't get me wrong, Tommy. I know that you're one of these people, like you like to prove everyone wrong, but some things, it's like a machine, once it's on the path, it's on the way, you're going into obscurity, it's not going to work anymore, your little get rich schemes. Even your supporters, they know who you are. The only thing you have are trolls on your side, but trolls don't pay you. Trolls, they're just there for the drama. They don't really care about you, because if someone else came out with what you say, but a bit more hardcore, then they'll stop watching you and they'll troll for them. These trolls aren't loyal. That's one thing you're going to realize, and they sure as hell don't pay. So trolls these days are next to useless. In fact, I'd say the reason you're in the position you are in is because of your trolls. Because when you're doing your little hate speech thing back in the day, people used to think, oh, that's terrible, and they wouldn't really bother with you. But the problem with you, Tommy, is your trolls, they then go into other people's chat rooms and they start harassing other people in your name. And that rubs people up the wrong way. So your trolls are the majority of it is your fault, but your trolls are part of the reason why you're in the position you're in, because they couldn't just leave things alone. They had to go over the top, they had to go too far. So we've reached to the point where you're losing everything that you had to lose in the first place. and everyone else is pretty much at a standstill. Like they're not losing anything. They used YouTube for fun. So all those days you used to back in the day when you used to brag how many supporters, how many subscribers you have, how much money you make on YouTube. It's kind of, well, that's what you used to do, not anymore. So you're just on a downward decline. But yeah, anyway, these trolls ain't loyal, and they've done you no favors, Tommy, and they're not putting any money in your bank account. That's not what trolls do. Trolls are just trolls. They just do what they need to do to get their little kicks. And if you thought in yourself that these trolls are your friends or they actually like you, they're fans, they're not your fans. They just hate the people that you hate, and that's all it is. Mutually beneficial, symbiotic relationship. Nothing more, nothing less. Anyway. Oh, and I forgot to add, I mean, it's so funny how there was a time where I remember when I came into the scene and I was wondering to myself, why are people acting like this guy's something special? Like people are scared or something? Because he had a few trolls. Trolls. What's a troll to anyone? Let's just be honest. These little trolls, they're harassing people. So what? What can these trolls do now? Think about it. Go on YouTube, type in Tommy's name, and look at Tommy's not. Tommy's not really there in any of his videos. He's not around. It's just his little trolls, his little minions, making dumb videos. What are they doing now? Reposting old videos of True Freeman from like a year ago or months ago and doing funky titles because they're hoping, oh, maybe True and this other person will go at it again because I've posted this video with a nice saucy title. Nah, it doesn't. I think most people are smart enough now because they know what trolls are doing. It's quite sad. You know what's even more sad than that? The fact that a lot of these trolls, they have videos saved of people from like over a year ago. Are there not better things that you could be storing on your hard drive, like work-related things, videos from the quote-unquote sector from over a year ago? That just goes to show that some of you guys have no life. Like literally, you say, oh, why don't you go after another man? Really? How can you go after other men because they're going after a man that you seem to be in love with? That's even more, that's weird. You've actually got videos from over a year ago of people you've been saving in your archive in case they go against the man that you're in love with. And that's the thing, a lot of Tommy trolls, they don't get any pussy and they don't get any money in real life, hence why they've got the time to be saving videos that long and the time to be defending him so much. Sad. But yeah, back to you trolls trying to help out Tommy. I mean, look at how pathetic you are. If you think about it, the good guys seem to have a bit more power than you. I mean, look at Tommy. He's literally on the run. You trolls, you don't get, Tommy trolls, you don't really get anyone on the run. People leave because they're bored or they've got nothing else to do in regards to dealing with that idiot. You guys, you've got no power. You're not running anyone anywhere. You're just posting dumb, pointless videos, hoping that there'll be infighting on the other side because you guys can't do anything yourselves. So if I was Tommy right now, I'd be looking at you guys as useless. What's the point in having you guys if you can't even help your bastard? What's the point in you doing what you're doing when you can't protect the man that you so obviously love? I bet you whenever Tommy brings a woman to his rented spot, you guys probably get jealous. You males, you Tommy supporters, you probably get jealous. Not because you want the woman, but because you're scared that Tommy's time has been taken up by the women. So it wouldn't surprise me if you guys go back in the background and troll these women afterwards. So Tommy is there thinking to himself that his quote unquote haters are attacking the women that he brings, but really it's his male viewers because they're jealous, because they're scared that if Tommy spends too much time with a woman, he'll realize the benefits of being with an adult woman, and he'll spend less time online bashing black women. So you guys probably go and bother these poor women after they've been with Tommy to try and see them off, because you don't want Tommy giving his attention to anyone but you guys. And that's quite sad. But anyway, you Tommy trolls, keep doing what you're doing, which is nothing really. Anyway, bye. Poor Tommy. Times are so hard for him. He's actually selling his mixtape. He's actually on his channels remastering his old music from the 90s, and he's trying to convince you that that's the flavor of the year. Selling mixtapes, befriending people who he used to make fun of. That's where Tommy is right now. What a fall from grace.